Behind me is the easiest sugarcane farm possible that works in both Bedrock and Java Edition. But this will not just be a sugarcane farm video, consider this a comprehensive sugarcane farm guide. After watching this, you'll know how to build pretty much any size sugarcane farm you want. You can make an expandable farm to be very long, or if you want a small farm, just one block, and you can also make this multiple layers. So whatever size farm you want, let me show you how to do it, but I'm gonna show you guys how to make a farm this size. So if you want to follow along, you'll need everything in this chest. Of course, some sugarcane, pistons, observers, redstone, some building blocks, and 2 buckets of water. Now I'm going to first show you guys the most efficient method for this farm, which utilizes mud, and we're going to use 5 hoppers. But if you don't have access to mud, you can either use dirt and sand, and you only need 1 hopper. And I'll show you how to make that adjustment at the end. So we're going to start with our 5 blocks of mud. And then behind that, we need to create a little 1 block gap using the building blocks so that we have a place to place all of our water. Once we have that, our sugarcane can now go on the mud, and then above the water, we're going to place 1 block covering the top of the water. On top of this block we just placed, we are going to place a piston facing towards the sugarcane. And behind the pistons, you can also place a building block. Now, we're going to stand on this building block, face the piston, and on the very edge of the piston here, you can see the pixel highlighted, we're going to place an observer. You have to make sure you place it just like this. The arrow of the observer, this little thing right here, should be facing backwards, and the face should be forward. And on top of this building block here, we can place our redstone. So here's where things differ. First, if you're using mud, this is what we're going to do. We're going to clear out this entire section underneath the mud, and place our chest right here. And going into the chest right in the middle, make sure your hopper faces into the chest right here, and then have the other hoppers face directly into the hopper in the middle. Just like this. You can now fully cover up your hole, and that's it. The farm is finished. It's that easy. So with mud, you can make this farm as long as you want. The farm can either be 1 block, 5 blocks like you have here, or you can expand it to be realistically as long as you want. Mud is great because entities fall through mud. So some of the sugarcane will fall on top of the mud, and it can be collected through the hoppers and enter the chest. The only issue with mud is we can't make an expandable farm this way. You could if you wanted to place another layer of hoppers right here, but at this point it starts using a lot of hoppers and gets a little messy. So if you're not a fan of mud, here's what else we can do. We can replace the mud with grass, dirt, sand, anything you like. Of course, sugarcane goes on top of that. And with this, all we need to do is have 1 hopper in the middle with some water flowing into it. That's all you have to do. That way you only need 1 hopper and drops flow. Now, unfortunately, some people don't like this farm because it's not 100% efficient. Occasionally, when sugarcane breaks, you will get some sugarcane that will get stuck on top of the grass here, but I don't see it as much of a problem. Realistically, since we're using this as an AFK sugarcane farm, it's totally fine if we lose a few drops. It's not a big deal. I also usually like to outline my farm with some glass and stone brick, just like this, to make it look a bit more presentable. But we're not done. Briefly, I'll show you how to expand this if you want to add more layers. You could realistically also make this farm all the way down from bedrock to the build height. We pretty much just recreate the farm on top, starting with our dirt or grass. If you used sand before, I would skip the sand here. Again, create a little area to place your water, sugarcane on top, another layer of building blocks, and then you do your pistons. After that, your building blocks again, and you place your 5 observers with your 5 redstone. And that's about it. It's really simple. That's why I love this farm design, because it's so quick and easy to make as big or as small as you want. But honestly, if it's a new world and you're short on resources, even just this farm can get you plenty of sugarcane. Just make sure you're AFKing close enough, and it'll get you all you need. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed and found that valuable. If you did, please consider leaving a like and subscribing, as this is my new 2nd channel, where I start posting my tutorials. But anyways, I really hope you guys enjoyed. My name is Wispy, or JWhisp, and I will see you guys all in the next video.